Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the important topic in AI, knowledge-based agent. So in AI, the knowledge represents how the agent learns data and how it is taking decisions and reasoning effectively. So they are the agents who have an ability of maintaining the internal state, how the data are acquired and how the data are internally represented, how this agent can able to uh, learn from the input data and it is taking out actions. So for every knowledge-based agents, there are two parts. One is the knowledge base, the complete information or the data repository. And the second component is the inference system. How do you actually collect or interpret the data? So the knowledge-based agent, it has to do some of the following. It should be able to represent the different states and what are the possible actions. And it should be able to incorporate new kind of perceptions. And every time it has to internal updation is required. And finally, it has to take the appropriate actions. This is the diagram which shows the complete diagram of knowledge-based agent. So there is an environment here, and this is the complete knowledge-based agent. So the agent is grasping information from the environment, and it is creating its own repository of information in knowledge base. So whenever suppose if any input query comes from here, the knowledge-based agent first updates the information. It checks to see that whether the information is already been updated or if it's a new request, now it learns and it gets updated in the knowledge base. So every time when there is an input, it keeps checking in the knowledge base and based on the input query, the data are getting processed. Any kind of manipulations or operations are getting processed in the back end of knowledge base, and the outcome, the output will be retrieved from knowledge base and it is given as a response for the input query. So it keeps on learning regularly, updates knowledge base, and the inference system, how it derives the new sentences, how it learns facts, how it applies into the knowledge base, how it able to deduce information that is more interesting in inference system. And there are two types of chaining mechanism used in inference system. One is called forward chaining, another one is called backward chaining. Some of the operation that is performed by knowledge-based agent or tell, ask, perform. So tell, this operation tells the knowledge base what it perceives from the environment based on the knowledge that is already been gathered based on the query, and the agent has to retrieve the relevant information and ask it gets the what type of action to perform, and finally we come out with the desired action using perform. And there is an important problem making use of this knowledge base, which is called as Wumbus world. So this Wumbus world problem is a kind of a real world problem having 4x4 blocks or cells. Here the idea is the agent is one of the actors in this game, and there is an Wumbus. Now the objective of this Wumbus world is the agent has to kill the Wumbus. So the objective, and he has to kill and he has to come out of the cave by grabbing this gold. So in one of the cells there is a gold, and the agent task is to just get out of the cave without hit by the Umbers, and how it is grabbing the gold out of the cave. So that is the important objectives in Umbers world. So here the agent, how it learns information, how it gets updated into its knowledge base, and how it performs action. So that is most important challenging in this Umbers world problem. So this is the 4x4 rooms which is connected. So totally there are 16 rooms, and there is a beast, we call it as Bombas, who always eats someone whenever someone enters into the room. And this person will be shot by the agent. The agent is having an arrow. So whenever an agent points and the arrow hits, the Bombas will be killed. So there are few rooms which are called as pit rooms, and the agent has to be very careful when he comes near to the pit, otherwise he falls and he will not survive. So the objective, as I told, he has to just grab the gold and he has to come out of the climb. So for every action, he will be rewarded. When he comes out of the gold, he will be rewarded with plus 1,000 points, and he will be penalized or getting a penalty if he is eaten by Umbers. So minus 1,000 points will be eaten. And for every action, minus 1 points will be there. And if you use an arrow, minus 10 points will be deducted. The aim aims whenever an agent comes out of the cave or the agent dies. So when you want to represent as this piece representation, so the environment to be considered is the 4x4 grid of rooms, and the position of agent, normally it is in 1x1 facing towards right. The location of Wumbas and gold, they are randomly picked up, and these are all some of the actuators or actions performed by the agent. He can turn left, turn right, move forward, grab, release, shoot. So the sensors, some of the sensors are the agent, whenever he just enters into the room very near to Umbers, there is a stench sound is heard. And whenever he is going near to the pit, the agent will receive breeze sound, and glitters will happen when agent comes near to the gold, and the agent will perceive the bump if he walks into a wall. So these are all some of the sensors the agent can make use of it. So the idea is starting from 1, you can move forward or you can come backward. You cannot move diagonally. And when you move near to Umbus, you hear a strange sound. When you move near to pit, breeze sound will be there. So these are all some of the um, cautious sounds, and based on that, he has to move and he has to pick up this gold and he has to come out of the cave. So this is a famous problem which highlights the knowledge base uh, in AI. So thank you all.